customer. Why would the companies deploy this kind of topology? Typically, when they have to build a hub and spoke kind of a topology, wherein if a remote sites talk only to a central site, it is possible that a lot of companies with head office in one place, branch office in other places, they want this kind of a model wherein everybody talks only to the head office. So this is an easy way to deploy this kind of a service. Then there is partial or full mesh topology, wherein you want every site to be able to talk to every other site directly rather than going through one central site. So in which case you can prefer to build a full mesh topology. And then there are situations wherein you might want a combination of these two, which is the hybrid topology, wherein you might have your all the sites into three different categories. One is the access networks, wherein you want everybody to talk to everybody else, but only within the selected access networks, and then you can aggregate from there on to a distribution, and then on to a core. So this is useful when you want to reduce the amount of controlled traffic. So this is another topology wherein they might prefer to go for this layer 2 VPN services. Now the second way they can deploy a VPN, let's talk some of the problems of this overlay model. So this is well suited for non-redundant configurations with a few central sites and many remote sites, but it becomes extremely hard to manage in a more meshed configuration. If you notice that most service provider customers, they're always looking for redundant configurations. In case there's a problem with one circuit, they want all the data to go on a different circuit. So in such situations, to build a complex topology and mapping all their emulated circuits onto LSPs becomes a huge problem. And you need to be able to do proper provisioning of the VC capacities. You should have a detailed knowledge of the site-to-site traffic profiles, which are usually not readily available. If implemented using layer 2 technology, it is quite complex to migrate to IP-based networks, and the routing also is complex because you have put all the burden onto the customer. So these problems are something similar to where you had only ATM network or frame rail network, except that here you have converged them all onto just one MPLS network. So it is not so bad because the service provider is using only one MPLS network. However, it is still a problem when you have to take care of routing. But then, not to say that this should not be deployed. A lot of customers prefer this kind of deployments for the way their company is. So this should be fine. So